changing my username and not posting anything for like 3 months. I'm back and I have a little sketchbook tour to deliver. I haven't posted a lot these last few months, and I think you already know what I'm gonna say if you watch regularly my channel. I had some issues with uni applications, and I was like in a very stressful situation. But either way, it's the holidays. Also, I'm gonna discuss a little more about it like at the end, but I also didn't make a sketchbook tour about this one, but just watch till the end. I need my watch time, okay? Welcome to my 10th sketchbook tour. I'm really happy to present it to you because it's my favorite one, I guess, so far. I told multiple times that this one is my favorite. This one is deep inside my heart, but this one is really good too. And technically speaking, it's way better. I mean, it's kind of logical because it's my most recent one. I started the 11th one like 2 months ago, so it's still kind of fresh. It's pretty cheap. It's like €7 or something. So if you've seen my previous sketchbook tours, I use this type of sketchbook very often because they are cheap and they have a lot of pages inside. And I prefer this than changing sketchbooks every month, especially in like a period of time during which I have to draw a lot. So this one is an art creation one. It's about 200 pages long, approximately. Honestly, I don't really know. And I chose the cork one because for some reason it's the only one that has white pages in it. Like the other ones have yellowish pages, and I prefer having bright white pages as I do watercolor in them. I don't really mind the paper quality as long as it like takes watercolor a little bit. I don't use that many coats, so it's not really a lot to handle. But this one is decent quality. I think I'm gonna keep on buying these ones. Like my current one is also an art creation, so I'm gonna present the little stickers. So these ones, I made them in my last video if you want to look it up. It's kind of a tutorial during which I like created stickers. I also printed these out. I'm a really bad artist. I'm sorry guys, okay? I printed this out. It's from a TV show, it's okay, I guess. And I use my sticker furnitures to make it look like professional-ish, because I don't want to spend €10 on a freaking set of stickers that cost less than €1 to make to big corporations. So this one is a Smisky one that I found on Pinterest, and like I printed a bunch, and I have a lot, like there. I also made this one, and I bought this one off of a shop of a person that I'm a huge fan of their art. I found them on Instagram. They were on my feed once, and they drew these little cute cats, and they're just amazing. And as myself a plant lover, it just spoke to me, so I bought like six of them, and all the designs are so cute. So let's get into it. I started this 10th sketchbook on the 11th of January of 2025, and I ended it on the 19th of February of 2025. So I think it's the quickest that I made for a 200 pages sketchbook, because it's surprisingly long to fill up. And it's also the first time that I make like a whole illustration as a front page, and I really like it. I like it so much that I put it on my portfolio. About my portfolio and uni applications, if you go to community corner on my YouTube channel, you will see that I made a poll, because I don't know yet if I make a whole video about like how I apply to art school, plus like reviewing my portfolio and showing you all like what I posted, and in the same video like specifically talking about the Gobelin school that I'm applying to. It's a French school. Or making 2 separate videos, or making only one of them, so check it out. So with no further ado, we're gonna continue. Some sketch ideas that I made like I made this before this, only like, you know, as thumbnails to really make sure that I want this one as a front page. And I actually prefer the sketch over the final illustration, but I'm fine with both. I really like this one because I hadn't like drawn my OC in a while, and I think it looks pretty good. Another cute sketch. Oh, the so said thumbnails. I like this one too, but I'm pretty sure I actually copied it from another artist and felt bad, so I didn't make it. Illustrations. There is a lot of sketching and a lot of like specific art school portfolio things in this. So some stickers ideas that I ended up being this. I made this digitally. I'm gonna put it on the screen because one of the required things for the portfolio was to make like face expression sheets, and I made a bunch with this one. I didn't end up posting it because I thought it was so freaking ugly. Some sketches of potential stickers, some never made it, but I'm definitely going to make one with this. So this one made it. I still love the ideas of the other ones. Some room layouts, because we did needed to make like room layouts for the application. Oh, I'm gonna put like the finished illustration next to it because it's quite interesting. This one ended up being like really pretty much less detailed, and this one I liked the final result, but it was definitely not what I had in mind. Some 3/4 like semi-realistic portraits. I made this since in class and I'm really happy with it. I actually like ended up talking about this in the interview. A rhino, so cute. Oh, I actually did a few like zoo trips because like the zoo that's the closest to me, it's free and it's like a really good place to hang out, so I hung out with my father a lot at the zoo. It was really fun, even though he was complaining all the time because like I took 30 minutes to do a single painting. Giraffes. This one is a reticulate giraffe. I know the scientific name in French, not in English. I still kind of like this one. I don't know why I never painted it. Some camels. I love camels. I don't know the name of the exact animal in English. Some sketches. This is like probably the worst thing I've ever drawn. Why did my father ended up with this big huge buck rack? I don't know. I honestly don't have any idea. Another like nature-ish layout. I love this one. I'm definitely turning them into stickers because they look so good. I don't really like this thing. This is by far one of my favorite drawings in the sketchbook. Like, it's the big place in my city. It's called Montpellier, and like the place is called La Comédie. And it's beautiful because like it has the same kind of building that you can find in like old Paris, and it's so beautiful. A gouache painting of a gouache tube. I love this one. She's so sassy. My dog and a friend of my mother's dog, my hen. I'm definitely going to do like a portfolio tour because most of my drawings that I put on the portfolio aren't in sketchbooks. They're like in big like pieces of paper. A little painting, my dog, family dog, some little paintings. I did this live because my dad was sleeping with the dogs and it was just so funny, so I painted it. I love this look with the watercolor. So these don't tell the school that I'm applying to, but like I told them that I did them live when I actually didn't. Like I did them from photographs that I took when I was in Martinique. I highly recommend Martinique. It was like one of the, if not like the best trip of my life. It was so cool. I had a great time with my parents there. The vegetation, it was just so beautiful. And this was the view, believe me or not, this was the view of our house. Like, it was so beautiful. And it wasn't even the summer for them. So beautiful. Once again, a dog. I love dogs. Some sticker ideas. Maybe I should like explain their lore, but I'm not really into them at the time. So this is a sketch that I did in class, and I actually really like how it turned out. Some shapes. When I do this kind of exercise, you can tell that I'm really not inspired. Oh, once again, this is the dog of my mom's friend, and I feel like I captured the energy so good. Like, I'm really proud. And actually, I was like on an online session with one of the teachers at the uni I'm applying to. Like, they were on an online session talking about like the application process, and I was just listening to them like endlessly talking like about things that I already knew because I read the application. And I painted the dog while I was listening to it, and I painted myself, and it's one of my favorite pages so far. Like, so far, it's actually finished, so it's just one of my favorite pages. This was supposed to be once again one of these cool realistic gouache paintings, but I didn't end up finishing it. Some thumbnails. When I was 13, I posted like quite a lot of covers on my SoundCloud, and I re-listened to them, and they actually sound pretty good. So I wanted to make like a whole animation around them. So I made these sketches like a sort of storyboard, but never ended up doing the animation because I don't have any skills in animation, says I, the one applying to an animation school. Skill issue, whatever. So this is when I was like having my STEM exam. These are some character sheets-ish drawings. I'm gonna put the final animation that I made. I did like a walking cycle for each character. And I learned so much through this process. It was actually like a very interesting process. Some weird-ish sketches, concept sketches for this universe. Once again, like art schools, they're really into like projects. And actually that's what they asked me during the interview. Like, do you have any project? And I actually talked about both of these, like the BB one and the Pet Riot. I really like the name because at the time I was really obsessed with this manga. It's about a trans boy, and it's called Boys Run the Riot, and I loved the energy of it all like so much, and I wanted to make something related to riots and like society. And the logo is just so cool, and it's just like so much Splatoon inspired, because can you tell I'm obsessed with Splatoon? I'm literally including Splatoon evidences everywhere in my art. Whatever. And also my best friend is like very fashion obsessed, and I'm so sad she doesn't want to go into like fashion school. But Dad, I want to go to fashion school. Sorry, I got possessed. Whatever, she has a good fashion sense, and like I kind of designed this thinking about her, like would she like this kind of outfits? And she ended up drawing this one because I asked her to draw like some fashion-ish outfit, and I really like how it turned out. So this character is kind of inspired by her. Like she would be the diva, the fashion diva, designing the pieces, and then she asks her two best friends, these ones, oh please, could you help me with the runway? I don't have any models and I need models. Like, have you seen this one episode in My Little Pony, Rarity needs models, and like the whole episode, I love it so much. Whatever, I love My Little Pony too. You will see it so much in the sketchbook, but I love drawing caricatures of this one teacher. She's my philosophy teacher and she's just so funny. She doesn't know it and she's never going to know it. This is also like one of the outfits that I created, but I thought that it looked a little too much like this manga. I'm gonna put it on the screen because I do not remember the name at the time. So once again, this is my philosophy teacher. She's just so funny because I have this classmate and I don't really have that many friends, but she's really funny, okay? Like, I have one friend and she's at the border of being a friend, but we wouldn't be friends. I don't know if you get what I mean. And we're just like constantly making fun of the philosophy teacher because her hair is such a mess. Like, it's fried and it's short and it just gets everywhere, and like she puts her glasses on her hair and suddenly everything looks horrible, but it's just so funny to me. So I always draw her like at least once in each philosophy session. So this is OC lore. I think I'm gonna keep drawing them. I don't know their pronouns yet. I think I'm gonna keep drawing them because I really love the design. So these are uni work, let's say. I wouldn't necessarily paint such things like on my own, but because I needed like studies, like observational studies, I decided to go with watercolor because it's pretty much easier and it takes way less time than gouache. So I decided to go with watercolor for the rest of my studies. And I really liked the result, like especially with the lamp, but many people told me that it looked too dull, and I really agree. Everything looks so grayish because I have this, I don't know why, but with gouache I understand theory and I never use like black except if it's to like give a gray effect to the paint. But with watercolor, for some reason, every time I need to make something darker, I always end up using like plain black and it looks dull and colorless. And let's move on. Some random drawings. And I had this idea of a partner for this character. I should definitely redraw them because I really like the design, but the face does not match like the art style of this one. But I like the idea of like they're best friends, but they're also like a couple. Maybe you know who I'm thinking of, but like those two person on Instagram Reels. I don't have TikTok anymore, okay? Stop making fun of me. On Instagram Reels, and they're just like being goddess-like and always wearing gold jewelry, and they just look like flawless, and it's just so cool. These are like a few sketches of my dad playing guitar and laying on the couch. Another sketch of my dad. This one looks a lot like him. So this is again more OC lore. I know from one sketch to the other it doesn't really look alike, but we're coming through, okay? This OC is gonna turn out good, I think. More like OC research. So this is supposed to be the same character, but I'm gonna come up with a better character. I really like this one, but it doesn't look like my art. I wish I do like this more. This is like a self-portrait, and I find it really funny because I love drawing and like drawing what I feel like I look like. I know I don't look like this, but I feel like I look like this, and it just heals a part of me not to think about like the physical appearance more than the inner feeling. So once again, I'm a cheater. I know, I think we all got like, what's wrong with this motorbike? It's too long, so I decided to edit it. I know it's cheating, but whatever. I need to get into this school, okay? I'm probably gonna upload this video after the results because I don't want to like spoil or waste anything. And honestly, it looks good. Like with the editing, it looks really good. Like without, I don't know if this could make it to the road. Not gonna lie. So these are like ugly ass sketches. This one looks really ugly. And I ended up never posting these ones because they looked so ugly. But this one looks cool. I just didn't post it for some reason. Some more sketches. I kind of like this one, but it's just too lame. Like there's nothing interesting about this one, so I didn't post it. This one is kind of okay, I guess, but I didn't have the time to finish because my dad was all complaining about like, I want to sit down, but I don't have any space to sit down. Like, these are some motorbike sketches again. I love this one. Like honestly, I'm really proud of this one because it's one of the best drawings they've made so far. Like in all sketchbooks, and this is supposed to be a bike, but for some reason, like the perspective, like this wheel should be smaller than this one. But some design ideas that I had for, you know, the BB comic, because it was supposed to be a comic. Like at the moment, I'm not really into like searching ideas for a comic, but I like to come up with designs. So these are like some kids that would be in the same school as her. Some ugly art. More designs. These ones look really bad, not gonna lie. I really like this pose. Dude, it looks really perspective-ish. I didn't want to like end up on like giving up about these things, so I redrew it. And I think honestly, like with graphite, it looks really good. I didn't put it in though, but it looks good. So I still needed a lot more studies, and I wanted to experiment more with textures and like furnitures. So I tried to go with colored pencils. So I drew this plushie that I have. Some more drawings. I actually did it in the car, and it's not that bad for a car drawing. Can you tell I was kind of art block at the time? This is a sketch that I made when I was in the theater, and I really like how it turned out. So I went to the theater to see a play. It was Richard III by Shakespeare, and like I really like the costumes. They were really original, so I kind of stole the ideas and made my own from memory. I made these when I was in the theater, that's why they look like really bad. I'm really proud of these sketches. Like I was exploring ideas, and I really like this process. Like straight up like using what you have to create new things and not worrying about anything. Like it's just the funniest part of making art to me. I really like this character. Never made it to the portfolio. Sorry, dude. I made these when I was in Paris because I went to the open days of the school I'm applying to once again. And I met a friend there, and like it was just so funny. Like we were friends for literally 1 day and a half, and I felt like we were best friends for like our whole life. We're still in contact. And they're also applying to this school. So I made these when we went to the history museum, and it was really funny. I posted most of them actually. I posted this initially, but like the colors are so muddy, I ended up not using them. And this is a painting that I made of them. A sketch that I made in a train. Some more design ideas. Costumes ideas. Actually, I told you about like the fashionista friend. Like I drew the Muppets and she drew on top to make some costumes. It was really funny, a funny process. This is me ranting with this cute art style about school, because school sucks. Comment down below if you relate. So this was like a layout idea because I thought about this French animated show. It's called Zigen Charcot. Oh, maybe it's not French. I think it's not French. There is this mermaid. She's called Marina. And she has this like beautiful mermaid bedroom. And I wanted to create a mermaid-ish bedroom. Some sketches I did at school. Oh, this also is one of my favorite drawings I've made. So this is on the same place that I drew like the place, like the actual place in Montpellier. Will I find it? Will I not? Won't I? Okay. They look so much alike. Like, this is the place, and this is the fountain that's on the place. And I love the result. Like, it pops out so much. I don't remember, but I think I skipped school. No, I didn't. I would have been too stressed to make art if I skipped school. So I didn't have any class in the afternoon. I just decided to go to the city, like, just for fun. And I painted, and it was, like, a delightful activity. And I had a very fun time alone. It's too lame that you can't just sit at a terrace and draw. So I had to go to McDonald's terrace to draw because it's the only one you don't have to order to like sit. So I sat and I drew, and I actually got harassed by like teenagers, like tweens. They were like, "Oh, you're drawing." Pigeons, like the friend I met in Paris, they're really into pigeons. So I drew a bunch of them and I sent them. They're called Gigoda. The person, not the pigeons. Some more characters. Pigeons. I actually turned out loving pigeons, so I drew them kind of often. This is a really cursed drawing. Whatever. This is like, you know, the child character, Bibi, and I just like drew her with a smirk. And some more sticker ideas. I really want to draw this one. Like, she's sitting on a caterpillar, whatever. These are some concept sketches from Dune, because I'm reading Dune. I'm almost finished, like 900 pages. This is so long. Whatever. I only have like 50 pages left or something. So I wanted to make like sketches of Paul Atreides and like Jessica without thinking about the movie, because I saw the movie beforehand, you know? So I wanted to make it like by memory, like by imagination. But it didn't turn out as good as I thought, especially the Jessica sketches. Because I didn't want to draw her in like the classical princess dress. Because I want her to be a strong character. Unfortunately, like in the book, she's not really a strong character. She's just like, okay, I'm the mother. I'm a woman. I have a uterus. Okay, that's cool, girl. Maybe you have a personality, I don't know. Sorry, not sorry, Frank Herbert. Honestly, when I'm speaking English, I feel like I always just just like a seal. Whatever. Some skulls. I actually experimented a lot in the sketchbook, so these are like the classical Crayola crayons, and it was really fun to draw navet. I don't know. Also, I watched like a 50 minutes long video about like vegetables in history, and I learned that like my ancestors, my French ancestors, they used to eat this all the time. I'm passing on some of them because they look kind of ugly. Also, I wanted to make like a layout with a mom and her son, and she was just like kissing him on the cheek before he went to bed, and there would be like someone under the bed, like something scary, you know? But I never ended up doing it. But I love the pose, like she looks so cute kissing her son this way. So these are expression sheets I never ended up using, which is kind of sad because I love how they look. Oh, I learned so much by doing by using actual face references, like especially this one. I love the expressions, they look so cool. So these are some like not dynamic, but like movement studies, I'd say. I put them in my portfolio. So I actually took a course at the school I'm applying to, and it was really useful because we used shape all the time, and it was rather interesting, honestly. Like, it was really fun. And I created many characters, such as this baboon, during the course, and it was really funny. And like, I went from a classical baboon to like a very expression-ish baboon, and this drawing is just so funny. Like, I don't know, I laughed a lot. And I made like, I don't know, I think we can clearly see the difference between the before with the expressions and the after. Like, the characters are so more expression-ish. And these are some more like monkey coded characters. I don't know, I love monkeys. I actually developed a love for monkey like these last few months. I wouldn't say it's an hyperpigmentation.
Is that hyperpigmentation?
No, damn, I'm brain rotted. I wouldn't say it's a hyperfixation, but the look of it, I love like monkeys in general. Also, they make me think of my brother, so that is the end of my 10th sketchbook. It was a really cool sketchbook. Thanks for being with me, and it was really fun. Stay tuned for my other sketchbook tours, because not only do I have these sketchbooks, like these are my everyday sketchbooks, but I also like completed a few like specific sketchbooks in the meantime. So some for studies, some for figure drawings. Like the figure drawings one is almost complete. This is also a figure drawing one that I actually completed, and this one is specific to the course that I took. So if you're interested in actually learning things from courses for free, don't hesitate on commenting, because I would actually love to share what I learned, because it actually cost me 400 euros and it was useful, and I would love for you all, my viewers, to actually learn things for free. Feel free to comment. I actually love reading comments, especially the kind ones. See you next time for the next video, and I don't know if the next video will be in 1 week or 6 months. Have a nice day.